Tony, my mistake. Have you got me now? Apologies, apologies, apologies. Need to press the button. Tony, I've had a week off. I've moved house. Challenges of life. Audio should be on now. Apologies, everybody. I was saying hello, Gareth. Hello, James. Hello, Oliver. Good to see your hands. Randy, Dan. Lovely to have you all here today for the live coaching on MyWhoosh on Monday. If you have been here before, give us a wave. The emote signal down by that menu. Great to have you here. Gareth, it's not your end. That was mine. Tell you, don't have a week off. It's not good for you. You forget to do things. If you are new to the live MyWhoosh coaching, give us a thumbs up, give us a wave, let us know who you are. Let us know you're here. Oh, one or two new riders today. Good to have you on board. Steve, good to see you again. Apologies if I've confused anybody again today with GMT versus BST. British summertime, it's all changed in terms of the clocks across Europe. Oh, Ed and Si. I like Ed and Si. Good. Well, I have to say, I've jumped on board with a few of the coaches, nearly all of them, but not quite. Do indeed love to drop into everyone else's sessions. Right, I'm going to give you a whistle-stop tour of your screen. At the bottom, we have the workout today. We're on cadence changes with some bigger leg sprints just to really get the legs working on a Monday. 42 minutes, 51 seconds today. That's what we're up for. 3 blocks of 8 minutes with a recovery in between. We start with the 7-minute ramped warm-up. That's where we are at the moment. If you're interested in the world we're in and the route we're on, we're in California, downtown LA. Okay. Now, your numbers at the top of the screen, your heart rate if you're wearing a heart rate monitor, your power, and your cadence. We're going to be watching that number later. On your right-hand side, that's the interval time, ticking down. On your left-hand side of that white bar, it's your target watts. If you hit those target watts in the middle of the white bar, that number is green if you're in the draft, black if you are not, and it's red if you are not hitting those target numbers. Okay. So once we've done the ramped warm-up today, we're going to go into we're going to go into 3 8-minute blocks. Very different from 8 3-minute blocks. 1 minute on, 90 RPM, 1 minute at 120 RPM. We are going to do that for the first block. Then we're going to have a discussion and we're going to see where we go with blocks 2 and 3. At the beginning and the end of each 8-minute block, there is a sprint. The one at the end is a bigger sprint than the one at the beginning. We're loading the legs going in. We're loading the legs coming out. The legs coming out will be fatigued, particularly because of the cadence, but we'll have the speed in the legs. Because whilst this also teaches you about cadence, and it's not too much work on your body, it will help with your sprinting because it will keep your cadence higher when you are sprinting, which will produce more power. Not just about the torque or the muscles that you have, though it is all done in conjunction. The sprint and the cadence, really important as well. Couple of things to note as we go through this session. Being relaxed in the upper body, really important. If your shoulders get really tense and you're trying to put up 120 cadence, you start doing this, the bounce. We don't want the bounce. We want smooth as a swan, okay? So what I need you to do through this session is think relaxed through the shoulders, the shoulder blades down into the back. I want you to be light on your handlebars with your hands. No gripping on, nice and light. And imagine there's that piece of string between your belly button and your spine, holding you up and holding you together. If you do that, nice and calm on top like a swan, everything should go well. So we're about to come up to the first banner on the road. That banner is going to take us into the sprint. You can see it's just 7 seconds, and that information is at the top of your screen on the left-hand side. We're going to lift the cadence in that sprint. You're going to execute that power. Then we're going to settle in to the first 1 minute block. Let's go. Up, up. Push, 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 push. And settle. Settle that body, nice and relaxed on top. Take that cadence down to 90. There we go. 89, 90. That's where you want to be. Do not stop spinning your legs. This is a great session to do with the ergon because it holds that power constant throughout the whole session for you. All you've got to focus on is changing your cadence. And that's what we are about to do. At the next banner, we're going to change our cadence. We're going to lift it to 120. Smooth like a swan. The cadence number you're watching is on that white bar. It's the one at the far right-hand side. Nice and smooth, Oliver. Come on, Tony. Good job, Randy. If you're interested where mine is, I'm currently at 119 revs per minute. At the banner, we drop back to 90. Nice and relaxed. Down we go. This is one of those sessions where you look at the power and you think, "Ooh, that's a fairly good session. Nice and steady, nice and easy." I'll tell you something. Lifting that cadence works the cardiovascular system, the heart and the lungs. Lifts your heart rate. Same power, different heart rate, different cadence. That's what this session is all about. Okay, next banner, 120 RPM, Randy. Come on, James, let's go. Good work, everybody. Get that cadence moving. Up, 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 up. Hold that 120. Can you get it close without the bounce? We're dropping back to 90 at the banner. Not till we're there. Take it down. Bring that cadence down, hands. Good job, Oliver. Now, as your cadence comes down, you'll notice throughout this 1 minute block, unless you're talking like me, the heart rate comes down too. And if anybody's been with me and done the cadence changes session without the sprints, you'll know your heart rate's a little bit higher than that session. Sprints make a difference. Let's lift to 120. Up we go. Good job, Randy. Come on, Gareth. They drop back down to 90 this time. Good job. Down we go. So the final block that we're going to go into shortly, we'll have the sprint at the end. You're going to come off a cadence of 120. Hold the cadence through the sprint. Up and out the saddle for that sprint. We're going to give it beans. Big sprint at the end. 120 RPM till then. Let's go. Lifting that cadence. Settling in. Good job, Steve. Good job, James. It's a 10-second sprint that's coming next. We're going to get up. We're going to get out of the saddle. And we're going to go. Woo! Good job, everybody. Take your cadence back down. Somewhere between 80 and 90 for the recovery. 3 minutes. Nice job. How's the first block? How you feeling? How many of you managed to get your cadence to 120? As smooth as a swan, no bounce. Randy, I'm hoping it's all good. I just checked the piece. Computer's running. I can see the sound bar. Looking good my end. Gareth, okay. No problem at all. This is what this is all about. And we've got 3 blocks. We don't want you to be on a bouncy castle. We want you to be smooth as silk with no ripple. Yeah. We'll adjust the target on the next block and try and work our way up. Steve, I did say you had to give it your all, but breaking your bottle gauge with your sprint, that is commitment to task. Well done. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into this next block and let's make some little adjustments and see how we're going on the other side. So we're going to come into the first sprint. Okay? Before we settle in at 90 RPM. Here we go. We're coming in. Let's go. And settle. 90 RPM. Okay. Settle at 90. We're going to have a play around this block. See how you're feeling. See how we can do in terms of smoothing out that bounce. So when we come through the next banner, I want you to take your cadence to 100 only for the minute. Let's go, 100. There we go, settle at 100. Nice work, nice and smooth. Relax shoulders. Good work. We're going to find our bounce point. That's what we're after. Stay at 100. Go back to 90. Let's get under the banner. Take it down. Back down, slowly, slowly. No big changes in cadence. Everything happens steady. That's it. Ignore the instructions of the screen. $90 at the moment is where I want you. Okay, we were at 100 last time. I want you to take it to 105. This time I'm being very exact. 105. Lift the cadence. I'm at 96, 98, 103, 105. Hold it there. Nice and relaxed shoulders. Shoulders down your back. Steady at 105. Well done, James. Good job, Steve. Come on, Oliver. We're going to go back to 90. Underneath the banner. Down we go. Down we go. Steady, steady. 97, 93, 91. Good job. Hold it at 90. Good job. James, Gareth, if you've got issues with your watt bike and erg mode, and it's not the watt bike, please do drop support at MyWhoosh a message. The quicker we message, the quicker a fix. Okay, 105 to 110. We're going up slightly. 105 to 110. I'm at 110. No bouncy castle. $110. We're going back to 90. Down we go. Take it down steady. Nice work. Good job. So we've got one more block at high cadence. 115 this time. The banner's going to come. We're going to take it to 115 revs per minute. We're going to keep those shoulders relaxed and down the back. So legs doing the business. Up we go. Good work, everybody. I'm at 118, or a little bit over. Okay, the sprint's coming off the back end of this one. Up and out the saddle, give it beans. Nobody break a bottle cage. Okay, ready? Let's go. Woo! Good work. Take your cadence down. Good job, Dan. Well done, Ivan. So let me know in the chat whether there was a cadence point during that block that you were not bouncing. You got to keep your cadence, Tony. So give me some feedback, guys. 100, 105, 110, 115 or 120. Where is there no bounce? Gareth, 85. Fair point. It's a tough session, but I tell you something, it's one that is really, really useful. Cadence is a brilliant thing to have in your toolbox as a rider. The ability to close the gap without changing gear. All you do is lift your cadence. The ability to sprint, high cadence. Yeah, Gareth, it's something that is really, really worth working on. I put at least 2 cadence sessions every 4 weeks. Oh, it's pretty much one a fortnight into my program. When I started racing 25 years ago, my cadence was terrible. Really, really slow. To the fact my coach, here we go, we're going in, had me riding my road rides in the small ring only. Uphill, downhill, on the flat, small ring only. 90 RPM, please. Is where we're at the moment. But particularly virtual cycling, cadence is really useful to get on top of. High cadence on a downhill will lift your momentum so that you don't have to push as hard on the up because you've got a higher speed going in. Okay, Gareth, I will come back to that comment. I want you now, either 105, 110, or 115, your choice. We want no bounce. So Gareth, there are 2 key sessions in the training library, in the workout library. There's this one with the sprints, and there's one without the sprints, which would be the place to start. It's just called cadence changes. There's 8-minute blocks. There's another one with 10-minute blocks. Start with 8 minutes. Okay, I want you to take your cadence down to 80. Going the other way. Take it down to 80. If you were looking to wind up for a big power sprint, if you've seen them sprint on the track, they drop their cadence really low. And the cadence winds up as the sprint winds up. So cadence is really good for sprinting as well. And being able to launch a sprint or a surprise attack. So there's lots of value to working on your cadence. Okay, we're going to go up. Pick your cadence. 105, 110, 115, 120. Choice is yours for this final block. But pick it up and relax your shoulders. I'm up at 115. Woo! I might have just sneaked 120 there. We're going to take it down on the blue banner back to 80. We're mixing it around. One of the things that's quite good, Gareth, if you wanted, do the basic cadence changes, the 8-minute blocks without sprints, and build. So start at 80 and 100 for the first 8-minute block. Go to 85 and 105 for the second block. Go to 90 and either 105 or 110 if you've got that bounce under control for the third block. You can really play around with these sessions and the blocks. Okay, we're lifting again. Your choice, 105, 110, 115, 120. Up we go. Well done, Hans. Well done, Steve. Good job, Ivan. Keep those shoulders relaxed. We're going to drop back down at the banner. Take it down to 80. Nicely done, everybody. We got one more block of high cadence, one more sprint. Let's take it to the max for the last minute. Let's get that cadence up to 120 and let's sprint off the top. Spin, spin, spin. When you take this into the sprint, try and hold the cadence. The power is going to crank from your erg. Hold the cadence. That's the key. It's not easy. That's why we're training. We're going in. Wind it up. There's the banner. That's the sprint. Launch the cadence. Let's go. Woo! Well, I can't talk. Well done, everybody. It's a tough session, that one, even though there's not a lot of power. You recover quickly from it. And it's great endurance work. Yeah, Tony, it's not good. You could, Tony, try it without the ergon, but you need to manage the power throughout the session to hold it stable. Or we can just go back to the cadence changer session next month without sprints. That'll solve the problem. Is it like it, Tony, when you do a sprint session? So if you did jangling jack or something like that, one of the sprint workouts, does it still get snatchy? So, yeah, okay, Tony, it's just the, you're just too powerful, Tony. That's it. If you're a huge power monster, the erg can't keep up for 7 seconds. That's probably what it is. That's probably what the challenge is. Gareth, you said that, not me. The erg function is switchable on and off outside of live coaching, not in live coaching. That function's coming later on in one of the updates in April, where you'll be able to go into the little menu at the bottom alongside the emotes and the message board, and you'll be able to switch the erg on and off during live coaching sessions. You've got a couple of weeks before that comes. If you are on a free ride or a group ride, you can turn the erg on and off as you want outside of the live coaching sessions. So the next banner we're going to see is going to be the end of the live session. Lots of coaching available this week, live coaching sessions. I think Holly's doing an FTP tonight. She's doing a ramp test with everybody there. I sort of think I might join in. I'm not sure. I've not done an FTP test for a long time. Might jump on board. Lots of other sessions for the rest of the week. The April schedule will be out very soon. It's obviously still March today. Well, whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, have a really good day. It's been really good to see you all. It's been great to have you on board. My next session is lunchtime tomorrow, actually, if you're in Europe, because I'm standing in for Richie. Then lunchtime on Wednesday as well. See you then.